Hello, and welcome to this little video about the Tekken 8 closed beta test that I got a chance to play. We're just going to go through the main concepts and ideas that I found and my basic reactions to the whole thing. And then I'll give you another take on if you're a new Tekken player or if you're a Tekken 7 enthusiast. What you might see in this game. So first of all, this is the avatar section, she is a She-Hulk. Tried to make her She-Hulk, which is pretty cool. You know, she has a whole job, and you know, she has stuff to do, and she got to do it. So that's the avatar creation. So this is the avatar you're going to use to like walk around in what is the battle lounge, as you already know by now if you're anything of a Tekken fan. And the battle lounge is very similar to Street Fighter 6's battle hub, where you can just walk around and challenge people at your pleasure. And this is me showing off my dance moves as She-Hulk, you know, as you do. And there are like 3 sections of this area that I don't really know. Okay, so the one on the right, Iron Fist Outfitters, that one you can just buy stuff for your avatar, as I'm going to do now. And then there's also a section to buy stuff for your profile, like this. So you can just change your title and, you know, choose whatever title you want, choose the battle card you want to get that drip, going, you know? That's the character select screen. So also not too many characters in this game. Well, I mean, it is the closed beta, so there's not going to be that many characters. And yeah, so the main idea here is, you know, of course they're testing the servers, testing the game, making sure it's all good and all set. So about the game running performance. So the game runs kind of poorly, not gonna lie. My computer is a little old, and I should probably upgrade it. If you have a dated computer, this might be a problem. If you have a dated computer, you might have to upgrade your CPU or GPU or whatnot in order to run this game pretty well. This game is in beta, so it might not be like fully optimized, but we'll see. The graphics are great. Otherwise, I got a really good feeling playing the game other than the FPS drops. The game feels really good to play. For myself, I have pretty much 1,000 or over plus 1,000 hours in Tekken 7. Something like that. And the hits feel great for me, and the sounds are good. Other than that, the characters look amazing, except Paul. Rest in peace, Paul's drip. Yeah, other than that, limited roster. Would have liked to see Yoshi, Lee, or Steve. So hopefully we get more character trailers. More character trailers. That'd be sick. That'd be sick. Yeah, so upgrade your PCs. Other observations would be the camera. So I have felt like the camera is very, very close. And comparatively to the Kazuya and Jin trailer that we got, which was fully HD, that trailer felt like the camera was like more dynamic and kind of farther away than the normal like camera that we have right now in the battle. So yeah, maybe too close, but at the same time, you get to see the character pretty well. You know, all the pretty stuff in the character. You get to see a high poly count, so that's neat. The heat system in this game is the blue bar right below your health, and that's your resource. That's your global resource that you have in the game. That's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty cool. It's a heat system. It's a whole new, you know, layer to Tekken, never before seen in Tekken. So in Tekken 7, only a few characters had bar. Now every single character has this heat system. And what's interesting also is that the cameo characters that will appear and all of the original Tekken 7 characters are also going to use heat system. So it's going to be interesting to see, you know, if there is a cameo character appearing, are they going to use the heat system or are they going to use like their own thing? You know, if they put like, I don't know, Akuma back in, worst case scenario. Is he going to have like his own thing still, or is he going to have heat? So we don't really know that for sure. That's going to be pretty interesting. But at the same time, it does help with balance, so that's pretty good. No character has like, you know, a unique resource or anything like that. Everybody's on the same playing ground. Another, quality of life. So this game so far is doing pretty well in terms of quality of life. By that I mean it's very easy to navigate the menus, very easy to get to where you want to go so far from what I've seen. Granted, we don't have all the menus in the world in the beta, but you know, it's very easy to rematch. And specifically, I'm a stickler for after the fight menus. And after the fight menus can be so annoying because sometimes they just don't let you rematch right away, or I don't know, they're kind of weird. Like, I don't know what to say about that. But you know, when you're queuing in Street Fighter 6, you can't access the menu sometimes, and that's weird. But in Tekken 8, you can always access the menus from what I've saw, and that's great. Stages. So stages are really, really nice. Awesome to look at, as you can see here. Really, really cool. You can see the characters too. Like, it's not like you only see the stage. You definitely see the characters first, and that might be because of the camera. It's really nicely placed for that. You know, these people are experts. They know what they're doing. So the color palette, it's like not weird at all. The colors for the stages don't feel bland. I felt like in Mortal Kombat, there was just too much color in the stages almost. And it felt like weird. It doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat 1 doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat. It feels like, I don't know, The Hangover put with like Narnia or something. But with this, it still feels like Tekken. You know, it still feels like Tekken. Some people joking around saying it feels like Tekken 7.5. I understand, you know, the people who play Tekken. They don't really play other games. But, you know, that's not true for me, and I'm sure that's not true for everybody. You know, people have been saying like there's not that much new stuff in this game. I think it's nice. I think it holds true to the Tekken values, to Tekken morals of teabagging and like key charging. No, but on a serious note, it does still feel like Tekken, so that's great. That's really good. With some new stuff with the heat system, right? And then the Battle Lounge. So overall, the Battle Lounge, I'm not a big fan of the avatar system. And there's like this new thing called Battle Quest or Arcade Quest, where you're playing as a player playing Tekken. Whereas in Street Fighter 6, you're actually in the world of Street Fighter, playing as the avatar in the world of Street Fighter. So it's a little less immersive in that way. I would have liked to see more immersion in that mode. But then there is going to be the story mode as well. So it's not like it's going to be only, you know, that mode for your lore pleasure. Okay, so this brings me to the three last points here. So view from a new player. So if you've never played Tekken at all, I think that this is a great time to start playing Tekken for Tekken 8 because it's, you know, it's really, really polished game. They've actually made things easier with the special assist mode, where you can actually make your best moves happen on the screen, you know, with just a press of a button. Very similar to Street Fighter 6's modern mode and dynamic. And you can use that online. You can use that to beat up your buddies, and all that stuff. So it can kind of ease you into using the real inputs, or you can just keep on using that. There's nothing wrong with just using the special assists. You know, as long as you're having fun, right? And that brings me to a whole other can of worms as to why you would play Tekken, but that's for another video. So I would highly, highly recommend Tekken if you're interested into playing a fighting game, and it's you know, your style of aesthetics and your style of game in general. But if you're new to fighting games, I would definitely recommend Tekken 8 and Street Fighter 6 as well. View from a Tekken 7 player. So this is from my own case. I am definitely a Tekken 7 player, I would definitely recommend you giving Tekken 8 a shot, of course. I don't need to say that. But you know, if you haven't played the closed beta, I would say that it does still feel like Tekken 7. It doesn't feel like a completely different universe. You're gonna still feel at home with Tekken 8. You're gonna still have the movement abilities that you had in Tekken 7. Your strings are gonna be a little bit different. Granted, the heat system gives you different strings. And when you're in heat mode, you have different abilities. Of course, you have different new strings when you're in heat mode that spend your heat gauge. And then you have heat smash and like heat dash, heat burst, you know, all these profane things. So I would, of course, say, yeah, like, yeah, get Tekken 8 if you are a Tekken 7 player. Get Tekken 8. Hot take. Then my personal view of the game. You know, honestly, I can't wait to play this game. I'm really, really hyped up to get the full release and excited to see the new original Tekken 8 characters. I'm expecting to maybe see, you know, maybe 3 or 4 new original characters. That'd be sick. Unless they already confirmed the whole roster, which I'm not sure of. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think is going to be the most interesting thing to see in the full release, and which new trailers you want to see in in the time between now and the new game. All right, that's it. See ya.